That big. That big.
That song really good.
That big.
That big. That big.
Wondering what everyone's talking about? It's the Unlimited Smart Pass. For only $1.50, you can talk unlimited all night. But wait, there's more. With the Unlimited Smart Pass, you can also text unlimited, internationally and nationally. Dial DEAL 3325 to activate and enjoy the Unlimited Smart Pass. 'Cause that big.
Can't wait for tonight.
That really big.
Smart, bringing people together.
Like a small boat on the ocean, sending big waves into motion. Like how a single word can make a heart open. I might only have one match, but I can make an explosion. And all those things I didn't say, wrecking balls inside my brain, I will scream them loud tonight. Can you hear my voice this time? This is my fight song, take back my life song, prove I'm alright song. My power's turned on, starting right now. I'll be strong, I'll play my fight song, and I don't really care if nobody else believes, 'cause I've still got a lot of fight left in me. Losing friends and I'm chasing sleep.
Tonight on Ctv3 News, government of Belize puts a temporary ban on the movement in Belize's portion of the SARSTOON River for 1 month. The million-dollar question is, does the regulation apply to Guatemalans? BTV remains undeterred and the trip to the SARSTOON will take place. COLA condemns the restriction and so do BELIZEANS. And one man charged for the murder of GILBERTO NAJARRO SARSENIO. These are some of the stories we have for you tonight in our newscast for Friday, April 29, 2016.
Reliability, speed, and reliability.
Adric Weekend is around the corner with the best deals on devices, only with Smart. Get a brand new 4G LTE device or step your game up by trading in your smartphone or that frustrating Digispell device and get huge discounts on a Samsung Odyssey, Pantech Marauder, LG Transpire, Pantech Perception, Samsung S4, and the MiFi Ellipsis Jetpack. Our 4G LTE devices come with free credit and free data. 3G devices will also be available at great discounts. Visit our Smart booth at the Adric Showgrounds and participate in raffles. Test drive 4G LTE internet speeds. Tour our Smart House or view our live podcast on YouTube. Smart is set to make Adric 2016 one that you won't forget. Cause Smart, the love.
Smart 4G LTE. Woo! Come get it now, come get it now, come get it now, come get it now.
ocean, sending big waves into motion. Like how a single word can make a heart open. I might only have one match, but I can make an explosion. And all those things I didn't say, wrecking balls inside my brain, I will scream them loud tonight. Can you hear my voice this time? This is my fight song, take back my life song, prove I'm alright song. My power's turned on, starting right now. I'll be strong, I'll play my fight song, and I don't really care if nobody else believes, 'cause I've still got a lot of fight left in me. Losing friends and I'm chasing sleep.
Good evening with your news, also simulcast on Face FM 106.7. I am Victoria Hill. Tensions between Belize and Guatemala have basically reached a boiling point following the death of a 13-year-old Guatemalan minor in the Chiquibo last week Wednesday. Here in Belize, authorities maintain that the 13-year-old was fatally wounded when the BDF came under attack and in self-defense returned fire. On the other side, Guatemala persists that the 13-year-old was killed by the BDF and has demanded a full investigation for those found responsible to be brought to justice and for Belize to be condemned morally and be brought before the Inter-American Human Rights Court. The death of the 13-year-old is just one of the issues escalating tensions between both countries. The second one is the visit of civilians to the SARSTOON River, where Guatemala insists that for Belizeans to go to the area, they need to first seek permission from the Guatemalan Armed Forces. After the shooting of the 13-year-old minor at the Chiquibo, Prime Minister Dean Barrow asked Belizeans, specifically the Belize Territorial Volunteers, to desist from visiting the SARSTOON in light of the group's planned trip for tomorrow. Even after hearing the PM's caution and the words uttered by Guatemala's Minister of Foreign Affairs, Carlos Raul Morales, that the BTV would not be allowed to reach the SARSTOON Island tomorrow, Guatemala's military, the BTV, indicated that the trip would proceed as planned. In efforts of dissuading the group, the BDF and the Coast Guard met with leader Will Mejia yesterday. But after the meeting, the message coming out of the BTV camp was the same. The trip was a go. The decision was made even after the group was informed that they would have no protection from the Belizean armed forces. Today, the government of Belize dropped another bombshell on the group. In the release issued before midday, GOB informed the nation that temporary restrictions on movement in Belize's portion of the SARSTOON River have been placed for 1 month. The release reads, and we quote, "The government of Belize announces that, after consulting with the Prime Minister, His Excellency the Governor-General of Belize has made regulations under Section 2 of the Public Safety Act, Chapter 142 of the Substantive Laws of Belize, 2011. The regulations prohibit persons and vessels without lawful authority from entering into Belize's portion of the SARSTOON River. The regulations take effect from today and the restrictions will remain in force for 1 month. Government advises that this course of action has become necessary in order to prevent any commotion or threat to public safety that might arise in consequence of the continuing tense and dangerous standoff between Belize and Guatemala over the SARSTOON, and the tipping point that could be caused by the unregulated insertion of members of the Belizean public into this very volatile mix. The release ends by stating that during the 1 month period for which the restrictions are to last, It is expected that a diplomatic solution will be found to the problem, and that the solution will provide for safe passage of Belizean civilians along the SARSTOON River. While GOB is informing the public about the restriction that has been placed at the SARSTOON, they left out two vital points of the new statutory instrument. In a copy of the new regulation, it is stated that penalties applicable to persons who violate this new imposed law includes a fine of an amount not larger than $2,000 and imprisonment for a period not exceeding 12 months, or both fine and jail time can be imposed. Also not clear on the release issued by GOB is the area included in the prohibition, which according to the statutory instrument includes the entire area of Belize's side of the SARSTOON, including SARSTOON Island starting from the mouth of the river and ending at the western end of the river. So, does this mean that if the BTV goes to the SARSTOON tomorrow, they risk being detained not only by Guatemalan armed forces, but also by our Belizean authorities? We can't give you a direct answer for that question. But what we can tell you is that the BTV remains undeterred and will still head to the SARSTOON tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm disappointed that basically a law was made to stop us from going on the SARSTOON, which rightfully belongs to Belize. We are a peaceful group. We have no intention to carry any weapons, not even alcohol, on our expedition. So we put out a peace declaration. There's no chance that we would have even behave in a bad way. It's a peaceful group, and I am just disappointed that the law was passed to prevent us from going there. Now my challenge now is to the government is to hope that they don't just keep Belizeans out of the there, but they also keep Guatemalans, because as I speak with you right now, Guatemalans are on the Belizean side of the SARSTOON River. So I hope that they also keep the Guatemalans out of the SARSTOON area.
While Mejia expressed disappointment at the regulation pass, he said the group will abide by the laws of Belize and will carry out the trip in a peaceful manner.
I am disappointed that we will not be given the opportunity to go up the SARSTOON. So I read it as something is going on much more than this. But partly they will 30 days, they will open it, so we will wait and see what will change whenever that law is retracted.
So you go to the SARSTOON tomorrow, the trip is still on. What are you all expecting? Are you still expecting to reach the SARSTOON Island after this release came out?
Well, I'm sure based on the release that the government will have their enforcement officers there. Like I say, we're a peaceful group. We will not break the law. We will not get into a back and forth with the enforcement agencies. So when we get there, we will see.
Any other member of the groups who will be accompanying you all tomorrow, has anybody said, you know what, we won't go anymore because of this release, or everybody is still on board?
As a matter of fact, more people are calling to say that they want to be on board. But as of noon today, we had a shut-off time because we want to make sure that the boats are properly loaded, they are not overloaded. So whose name did not get on the list right now, they cannot get up there tomorrow.
Reaction to the government's imposition of a temporary restriction of movement on the Belize side of the SARSTOON River has been pouring in on social media with a mix of emotions, from outright rejection of the move to considered approval of the decision taken by government. The 1-month restriction is not sitting well in some quarters. This afternoon, the group Citizens Organized for Liberty Through Action, COLA, outrightly condemned the restriction. COLA calls it a knee-jerk law and describes the government's decision as, quote, a gross act of cowardice. When we spoke to the president of COLA, Giovanni Brackett, earlier this evening, he gave us his input and reaction on today's announcement of the temporary restriction of movement on the Belize side of the SARSTOON River, as he believes that it, quote, proves the government's lack of priority as it relates to the issue of national sovereignty and territorial integrity, end quote. COLA chides the government for not putting a stop to illegal encroachments, but instead is seeking, quote, to muzzle its citizens' right to free movement in its own country, end quote.
When I read that press release, my first reaction was it was past and beyond being upset. I believe that this latest action by the government really shows that they have a lack of priority placement. I think that it also shows that they are not willing to be courageous in a time that is difficult, a time that our people need to be inspired. The government is seeking to ban its own people from going and traversing in its own waters, when in fact that we have illegal encroachment in our waters each and every single day in the presence of our military by the Guatemalans. Now, the Guatemalan president is saying on their media that the Belize territorial volunteers is coming once again to provoke them into their own waters. And now with this latest act by our government, to me cements what their argument is, that they are in control of the river, the SARSTOON River. And so we are very dismayed and very, very upset at Cola. And Cola wants to take this opportunity to denounce this latest action by the government.
Brackett believes that the government has handled the situation inadequately and stated that the Prime Minister should have called a meeting with the Belize territorial volunteers to discuss the issue before announcing to the general public about such grave action that was taken.
Our Prime Minister has actually done several things wrong. The Prime Minister should have met with the territorial volunteers before his large press conference to speak with them and actually have a dialogue with them, rather than announcing at a press conference that the same usual scare tactics by the government. And they should actually have an actual dialogue with Will Mejia and their membership before that press conference, then announce the outcome of that press conference. But I believe that the government has handled this entire issue in a very bad way. They have dealt with it poorly, and we're seeing the fruits of that.
And while the government has allowed law enforcers to act aggressively in order to carry out restrictions in the past, Brackett also indicated that he believes that this time it will be no different than in the past.
We've seen how they dealt with us at the Corner Drive when the President of Guatemala came here. I've seen how we've had a kid farmer being killed in this protest. I think that when you look at what has happened in the past, there's only one thing you can assume. They're going to brutalize their people from going into their own waters. That is what this will come down to tomorrow. And instead of we worrying about the Guatemalan military boats, we will not have to worry about our own military being used by our government against its own people. And that's a very sad day for any democracy.
As it pertains to the release sent out by COLA earlier today, it emphasized that COLA is calling for a national shutdown, but offers no further details on how that action would be implemented. I quote, "For far too long, Belize has lacked true leadership as it relates to this issue, and it is time for the citizens of Belize to rise up and demand better," end quote, COLA said in its statement. Coming up next, PUP appalled at regulations prohibiting Belizeans from visiting the SARSTOON. I can, you can, we can stand against cancer. Orange Acaños stand together for the annual cancer walk. And the man accused of killing Corzaleño faces the court. Stay tuned.
Vibes Alive International, in collaboration with Divas Under Construction, presents Zumba Invasion 2016. Get ready for a 4-hour dance-a-thon featuring world-class professional Zumba instructors such as Noemi Parra from Dallas, Texas, Aaron Diaz from Chetumal, Mexico, and Emmanuel Robinson from Belize City, Belize. Special stage performance by Filipino the dancer, renowned professional Jamaican dancer and choreographer. It's all going down Friday, May 6, 2016 at the Crystal Palace Auditorium in Orange Walk Town, Belize. Doors open at 5 p.m. for registration. First session kicks off at 6 p.m. T-shirts and souvenirs, door prizes and giveaways galore. Music and entertainment by Vibes Alive International, featuring DJ Big Boy and DJ Mix, with special guest DJ Che. All dance groups and the general public is invited. Proceeds go to the Orange Walk Concert Group. This event is sponsored by Courts, Caribbean Rums, Fiesta FM, Nahil Mayab, Progress Street Glass Shop, Cocina Sabor, De La Fuente Hotel, American Fashion, JB & Sons, Perstitution Studios, Sarah Cabañas, Blanca Rivas, Roger Martinez, Raul Celis, and Miss Meredith Castro.
Want to promote your business and increase your revenues? Advertise with Centaur on any of our 4 outlets. Ctv3 News, Despierta Belize, Fiesta FM Radio, and the Information Channel. Our rates are unbeatable. For more information, contact our sales representatives at 670-9177, 664-9438, 663-5585, 670-1275, or contact our office at 302-2216.
It's the start of 2016, and Smart is helping you to step your game up. Trade in your working Digiphone that is struggling with data connection or your smartphone and upgrade to a brand new 4G LTE cell phone for the lowest prices we have ever offered. Come in and see if you qualify for a free 4G phone with your trade-in. Step your game up with a Pantech Marauder, Pantech Perception, LG Transpire, or Samsung S4 with free credit, free data, and free SIM card. Get connected to the fastest mobile network in Belize, Smart's Zoom Plus 4G LTE. That's right, the real 4G is here. So start the new year right and step your game up with a brand new 4G LTE device by trading in or upgrading today. Cause Smart, that love.
Smart, bringing people together.
Orange Walk, are you ready for something brand new? It's the first ever Forward Movement Street Festival 2016. The streets of Orange Walk will come alive on Labor Day, Sunday, May 1st, 2016, with music, art, culture, sports, food, and drinks. This Forward Movement Street Festival 2016 features live performances by Ras Indio.
When Ras Indio come, it's all about the message and positivity.
Of Roxas, Lady Mavis, Destiny, plus cultural performances by Sugar City Artisans and the Ultimate Sapphire Dance Group. Orange Walk premier selectors and sound crews will be present, including Unruly King, Sugar Vibe, Jam Sound, International Vibe, Rascal Sound, Vibes Alive International, alongside Speakerman, DJ Bobby, and DJ Che.
It's a one and them fever.
Added attractions include displays by Club, Choppers Plus, Sada Street Art by the Banquitas House of Culture. You'll also be featuring exciting 5-a-side on the 10 Children Football Marathon on the Barra, plus a 3-on-3 street style high school basketball tournament, food and drinks, entertainment, attractions, enough of that. And of course, don't miss out on the After Bash inside High Five Nightclub with top-notch selectors giving away door prizes, drink specials, and party favors all night. So come on out to this one, Orange Walk, on Sunday, May 1st, starting at 10 a.m. on Archer Street, next to Fort Clarence Market, for the first ever Forward Movement Street Festival 2016.
The People's United Party has also had a sturdy reaction to the government's imposition of a temporary restriction of movement on the Belize side of the SARSTOON River. Late this evening, the parties sent out a release where they completely condemned the actions taken by GOB, saying that the party is appalled by GOB's announcement. In their release, the PUP states that Leader of the Opposition, Honorable John Sarsenio, informed Prime Minister Dean Barrow at a meeting this morning that the PUP does not support this excessively severe measure. The PUP views this as a regressive and highly prejudicial step, as they believe that this new regulation can be viewed as consent by Belize to Guatemala's assertion of sovereignty over the entire SARSTOON. The PUP also views GOB's most recent announcement as an act of cowardice by the government, as BTV poses no threat to public safety, especially seeing that BTV has issued a declaration of peace and has prepared a code of conduct for participants to sign, so it is inaccurate to say that there could be any threat to public safety in Belize. According to the release, the government of Belize has wholly failed to take into consideration that the livelihood of a large number of Belizeans depend on the ability to freely navigate their portion of the SARSTOON River without having to obtain prior permission. The release ends with the PUP calling on GOB to declare whether the regulation will be equally and impartially enforced against Guatemalans who enter into Belize's portion of the SARSTOON River, and to immediately withdraw the unpatriotic regulation. The man believed to be responsible for the shooting murder of 43-year-old GILBERTO NAJARRO was today taken into the Orange Walk Magistrates Court, where he was read 3 charges. On Wednesday, Corozal police detained 22-year-old Angel de Jesus Cueque in connection with the shooting. He was found hiding in the house layout area of Corozal at his sister's residence. Cueque was positively identified during an identification parade by an eyewitness, and minutes before midday today, he was escorted into the Orange Walk Magistrates Court before Magistrate Earl Hamilton and was read 3 separate charges: possession of controlled drugs, aggravated assault, and murder. For the lesser charge of possession of controlled drugs, Cueque was imposed a fine of $100, which must be paid before May 30th, or be sentenced to 1 month in prison by default. Due to the nature of the other 2 charges, the case will be submitted to the Supreme Court. Cueque was remanded to the Central Prison until his next court date, set for October 30th, 2016. Cueque's sister was taken to the Corozal Magistrates Court with charges of aiding and abetting a criminal. However, she was not criminally charged due to consideration by the magistrate to her position as a mother of a child with special needs. As previously mentioned on Monday, NAJARRO, a cane farmer from Paraíso Village, Corozal, and a co-worker were working at a cane field when they were ambushed at around 10 in the morning by 2 individuals who had threatened them the day before. Reports are that the story unfolded on Sunday, April 25th, when NAJARRO and his co-worker were at the cane field working and were approached by the 2 men, a father and son, who accused them of stealing their bicycle and threatened to harm them if the bicycle was not returned. Members of the Orange Walk Cancer Support Group are in preparation for their 8th annual cancer walk that is scheduled to take place tomorrow, commencing at 5:30 in the morning. This year's event is celebrated under the theme, I Can, You Can, We Can, Stand Against Cancer. And according to the president of the Cancer Support Group here in Orange Walk, Badra Coleman, there are a number of activities that will be taking place immediately after the walk culminates.
We have our walk that starts at 5:30 sharp from San Martin gas station. It will be the same route as other years. The buses will be at 5:10 at the Central Park to take our participants up to starting point. After the walk, we have a short ceremony, and then we have the health fair for half day until 12. At 11, the big raffle is going to kick off, so if you want to come out and see if you won a prize, just come out and be there with us. Abraxas will be there also. We want each and everyone to join us. We want it bigger and better than last year. We know that this is our biggest fundraising for the year, and so whatever you have supported us in buying t-shirts or raffle or donating to our group to make the expenses less, you know, we really appreciate it. And remember that we are working for a purpose. We're working in solidarity for those who are who have somebody that is fighting cancer.
The group extends a heartfelt thank you to all of their sponsors who have worked relentlessly to make this year's event a successful one, and invite the general public to come out and support individuals along with their families who are battling against cancer.
I need to thank all the big businesses and our golden sponsors, eZone and CJI, and the workers from CJI who are donating their time to print out all our shirts and have it ready to go. And we're almost out of shirts. We still have a few shirts available. And just come out, just come out and be part of this. Hang around the park. The families will be there that have somebody that is sick, and they will be selling stuff. We have tamales, Johnny cake, natural juice, anything that you are buying at the Central Park on that day, you are supporting someone that is fighting cancer.
As mentioned by Coleman, there will be a health fair at the Central Park where free blood pressure and diabetes tests will be offered, and information on nutrition will also be available. The community is reminded that the cancer walk will begin at 5:30 a.m. sharp, and participants are asked to gather at the San Martin gas station on time. When we come back, the streets of Orange Walk come alive on Labor Day. Stay tuned.
Exhausting, come make we floss it. Me and my friend them chilling, we grilling, we drinking. Whole master over everything. Pop that, pop that, pop that. Chug that, chug that, chug that. Pop that, pop that, pop that. Chug that, chug that, chug that. Ask me what we drinking. Whole master, what you thinking? Pour some, season the chicken. The vodka, the gold, or the extra mature. Relax me, yes, we drink and live. Me I tell you straight, we don't drink and drive. No. Drinking responsibly. Old master for you and for me. So what? Pop that, pop that, pop that. Chug that, chug that, chug that. Pop that, pop that, pop that. Chug that, chug that, chug that.
We rely so much on the internet. Shouldn't it be effortless? With Smart 4G LTE, experience an uncomplicated, smooth, accessible network of speed and reliability. Changing the face of mobile internet in Belize. Smart's 4G LTE has low-cost packages to suit your personalized internet needs, starting at only $35. And also offers specialized social media packages for as little as $15 for an entire gig. Dial Star Data to purchase a package. Visit your nearest Smart showroom or visit us online for more information.
Sports not only nurtures physical fitness and social interaction skills, but also keeps the youth alive, active, and out of trouble. In the village of San Andres, Corozal, local football coach and sports organizer Glenford Melvin, also known as Choco, has been promoting the sport of football with the aim of keeping youth busy. This past Sunday, Melvin organized the culmination of his 30th tournament, which saw the participation of a number of teams.
When it comes to sports, 100 of youths have liked sports and dedicated themselves into sports, and it has been a positive direction to help youths. And this is the 30th sports that I'm doing, and thanks to all those people. When you contribute a trophy or a cash prize, it's good when you sponsor at the tournament. You sponsor $2,000-3,000, but then at the end of the other side, you help hundreds of young people, put them on a positive direction.
The Dr. Mike Chiropractic Super Cup six-a-side football competition not only benefited the youth of San Andres, but also brought forth some urgent needed repairs to the San Andres football field.
No, I just think it's been a lot of fun. I mean, a lot of guys are getting to play that if we hadn't had this tournament, they'd be getting in trouble, wouldn't they? Yeah, so they're playing. We got guys involved in football, and they're playing, and they're a team sport, and I think that's the best thing. We got the lights on the field working. We got to work here in San Andreas, got the lights working, got new bulbs in them, and we got all that fixed up. So this keeps the guys doing something, involved in a team activity. Maybe not stealing, maybe not getting in trouble, maybe not drinking, those kind of things. And I think that's, get involved in a team sport. Get involved in a team sport and have some camaraderie and be involved in something you're proud of.
We're very excited about the opportunity to do this with the community, and we've met some amazing young men that have been playing in all the different teams, and good spirits, good hearts, and just great sportsmanship. The thing that we've noticed a lot, especially with the teams that we've been sponsoring, we've had 2 different teams, that their spirit and their commitment to their sport is first always. So they don't let themselves get carried away with any kind of alcohol or drugs or anything else. And we've seen a continual growth and betterment in them. But not only them, the other teams around us. And so I can only tell you that I think just having this kind of community activity for all the young men and the women and their teams to be able to do this only promotes good health, good behavior.
Melvin will start another 6-a-side tournament this coming May. The streets of Orange Walk Town will come alive on Labor Day as the first ever Forward Movement Street Festival will be taking place. The event is scheduled to kick off Sunday on Arthur Street at 10 in the morning, and it is expected to be a fun-filled family day of music, arts, culture, and sports. Today, when we spoke to Cindy Rivera from the Banquitas House of Culture, she told us about their involvement in the event.
The House of Culture will be participating in the Forward Movement Street Festival this Sunday, which is May 1st. And what we will be doing is that we're going to be out there and we're going to be creating some carpets on the street for the festival. So our aim is to have the general public be more aware of what the sawdust carpet is and how we go about doing it. So we invite everyone to join us on that day and give a helping hand and to assist us for the creations of the carpets. And we also going to be there with the Sugar City artisans. The artisans will go out there and take their art for sale. They will have pastries for sale as well. And also we're going to be participating or taking part with the cultural presentations. The Sugar City will make presentations along with the Yo Creek dance group and the San Jose Nuevo Palmar as well. So the House of Culture and the Sugar City artisans will be out there. We're inviting everyone to come out and support this event in celebrations of Labor Day. And we hope that it's a fun family activity, and we invite everyone to come out.
Main stage performances include Ras Indio, Abraxas, and cultural performance by the Sugar City Artisans and the Ultimate Sapphire Dance Group. The street festival will also include football and basketball marathons. The entire family is invited to come out and enjoy a day filled with fun family activities. And before we end tonight's newscast, we invite you to stay in tune to Channel 53 of Centaur for the airing of Week 2 of La Voz Karaoke 2016 live from Club Charisma. Tonight, Group A takes the stage once again, and one participant from Group B will be eliminated. Who will it be? Stay tuned to find out. And that's the news. We invite you to join us for another newscast on Tuesday, May 2nd, here on CTV3 and Face FM 106.7. Remember that to read a text version of the news, you can visit our website at www.ctv3belizenews.com. You can also log on to our Facebook page for current stories at facebook.com/CTV3BelizeNews. From all of us here at CTV3 News, have a safe and pleasant Labor Day weekend. Thank you for watching and listening. Good night.